Old School RuneScape could be taking a dangerous turn. Now, this is going to be like a live commentary. I don't know if you guys will enjoy this or not, but this isn't really meant to be enjoyed, okay? This is more of a rant. A while ago, I watched the Oak Dice video where they were starting to limit polls to communities. I didn't fully understand what this means, and to be honest, I don't really take much interest in polls. I don't really vote in polls unless it's something specific that I might enjoy or something that's important to the game. Well, for the first time in a long time, I decided I'm going to go check out the Old School RuneScape website, see what's happening in the game, you know? See what's going on in the community, see what updates are coming to the game. And I strolled along this. PvP Arena Revised Rewards. I do a bit of PvP, haven't done it in a while. LMS, I think, has huge potential for the future. And, well, with the PvP arena right around the corner, it's going to expand on PvP a lot. Scrolling down, it looks fairly normal. Until I came across this. You wanted to know how we would be polling these revised rewards. Well, you'd assume they'd be polling them like every other way they'd be polling things, to the community. Well, this isn't really the case. When we first spoke of the PvP arena, we mentioned how we'd be trying to support specific communities within the polling system for some time now. We vote limited polls for Group Ironman, Iron, and Ultimate Ironman accounts. We felt like the PvP arena was a perfect opportunity for players that engage in PvP to have their say. Since when was this a thing? Where is the direction of this going? At first, you have to have 75% of a poll to pass. Then they started polling things again and again and again. For example, Teleblock for free-to-play. That thing was polled 3 times. It failed 3 times. And it made its way into the game. And now we're going to be polling things to separate communities. This just makes me think, you know, if anything, any changes happen to Mauritania, for example, is Settled the only one that's allowed to vote? Because, you know, he's a settled Mauritania locked account. Is he the only one that can have his say about Mauritania? You know, oh, we're going to make changes to Barrows. No, we can't vote on that. You know, because Settled is a Mauritania locked account. It will affect his community. Yeah, I don't understand this, you know. I thought the idea was a poll that's going to change the game or make changes to the game as a whole should have been voted on for a community. That's my opinion, you know. It should be voted on by the whole community, you know. If you're going to make changes to the wilderness, sure, you know, hey, you know, PvP community, you can have your say, but it's not just the PvP community that uses the wilderness, you know. You've got skilling opportunities in the wilderness, things that you can do in the wilderness as a regular account, bosses in the wilderness, and yet they're starting to lock things away from the community. You know, if you don't do this certain thing, you don't get to have your say. You know, you might have an account that's not ready to do Vorkaf yet, but you've done Vorkaf before on other accounts, or you're interested in trying Vorkaf, but they're making changes to Vorkaf, for example. If you've never killed Vorkaf before, you will not have your say anymore. Now, of course, that's not what's happening right now, but this is where the polling system is going. It's starting to be limited. At this point, it makes me wonder, why do we even have a polling system? You know, when they're forcing things into the game, they're limiting the polls to certain communities. It makes me wonder, what is the point in a polling system anymore? You know, Jagex think they know what's good for the game. Well, why don't they just develop what's good for the game, you know? It makes me wonder for the free-to-play community as well. They don't get to have their say. You know, there is, as far as I'm aware, and I am aware, a massive free-to-play community. And loads of people don't even know this, but it is rather big. And yet, any changes made to free-to-play, they don't get to have their say. There is no, you know, go and vote on this change to free-to-play, even if it's minor. They don't get to have their say. And yet, you know, hardcore, Ultimate Iron Man, Group Iron Man, they get to have their say because it's their, you know, sort of game. It just makes me wonder what direction is this game going in, you know. But Jagex already know this. We appreciate this decision won't be popular with many of you. So why do it? You know, it's not popular with many of you. Why do it then? You know, I'm pretty sure they said this about EOC back in the day. You know, we're pretty sure EOC won't be popular with you guys. But, you know, we know what we're doing. Let us get on with it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the chat down below. Personally, I think this is an interesting direction that they're starting to take the account. They're now starting to limit polls to certain communities. In my opinion, again, I think they should just get rid of the polling system and just have your say, you know? Jagex think they know what's good for the game. Well, then you do what's good for the game, you know? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. Again, this is pretty much a live ramble, so if you guys enjoy this, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you again real soon.